Are you wondering about the 4 things that every email marketing welcome series needs to have in it? If so, this session is for you. Kyle, you ready to jump into this?
I'm absolutely ready. But first and foremost, what exactly is an email welcome series? I mean, we need to solve that and answer that question right now.
I guess we do.
Basically, the welcome is this automated sequence, the emails that go out automatically to anybody who subscribes to your email list, whether that be
Yep.
a lead, potentially even a buyer. And the primary goal and the role of it is to bond with that customer, right?
There you go. That's
It,
number one.
like I'm leading with it, right? I don't want to give out too many tips right away,
There you
but
go.
that's ultimately the goal with it, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why it's also one of the most important sequences that you can have in the customer lifecycle is because the open rates from your initial emails to them, they're the most
Hmm.
excited, they're going to be the most
Hmm.
engaged with your brand. So
Yep.
it's really, really critical to build and cement that relationship,
Yep.
and really see. And oftentimes too, you'll see these emails being top revenue producers for you,
Yeah.
for any sort of automation that you put in place in your business as well.
Yeah. The nice part about these is that in most email marketing tools now have this automation functionality. And it's nice because you can set these up one time and just turn them on. And then they'll just go out like 24 hours after someone signs up for your list. And the next one will
Mm-hmm.
go out like 48 hours after they signed up for your list. So you just have them go out 3 or 4 or 5 days in a row. Some people refer to this as a gauntlet sequence. There's other names for it, a welcome
Mm-hmm.
sequence. The idea is that you want to have 3, 4, 5 emails in a very concise time period, right after someone joins your list, for 2 reasons. One reason is because you want to do what you just described, and we'll unpack here with the 4 things. But there's value that you want to, transfer to the new sign up person. But the other thing that you want to do is, if they do not want to really be on your list, if you send them 3 or 4 or 5 emails in a row, in 3 or 4 days, they will opt out. And
Mm-hmm.
that actually is better than if they stay on your list and never open anything.
Yep.
So you actually want to kind of push them to either get in, on board with your program and get into it with you, or they'll be like, I don't want this from you, and
Mm-hmm.
that's okay. That's a good outcome, because your open rates over time will be higher if that's how you've oriented people as they join your list. Okay, so with that said, let's talk through the 4 things every welcome series needs to have in it. You mentioned the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is bonding. I'll say it this way: bonding through your backstory.
Mm-hmm.
And so, one of the welcome series emails that we have is, "Hey, want to tell you a little bit about how we started." And I'll say in the first welcome series email, we say up front, "Hey, we're gonna send you a few welcome emails over the next few days." And in that first email, one of the little hooks we have is, we say, you'll want to be sure to stick around for the last of our welcome emails, because we'll include a special gift.
Nice.
And that special gift is, frequently a coupon code. And so to buy something at a discount. And so you'll want to entice them to stay on board and
Mm-hmm.
opening these welcome emails. But the first goal is to bond through your backstory. And you can do that
Absolutely.
creatively. You can share from your heart what you're trying to do, that kind of thing. That's the first one. Yeah. In your mind, is that
Mm-hmm.
sort of yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Um,
Absolutely.
okay. So then the second goal, and this could even be like a second email, the second day, would be to cross connect them to you by sharing multiple, ways in which to engage. So the email could be something like, "Hey, I want to make sure that you've got all the ways in which you can follow us. If you like YouTube, subscribe here. If you're on Facebook, we'd love to have you follow our Facebook page and join our group. If you are a big Twitter
Mm-hmm.
fan, then here's our, follow us on Twitter. And if you love Pinterest, then here's, Pinterest profile." So you want to cross pollinate as much as possible, because the more connection points you have with that new prospect, the longer they're going to be
Yeah.
stuck in with you and hear from you, see your content. Maybe they
Mm-hmm.
never open that email inbox again, but because they got into your Pinterest feed or your Facebook or whatever, then you'll have an opportunity to reconnect with them in the months and weeks ahead. Um, Thoughts on that cross connection opportunity?
It's important. I mean, you want to be able to sort of connect with them as many social platforms, as many channels as possible. And this is going to be it, because this email sequence, it's not uncommon to see, like if it's done and executed at a really high level, to see open rates in the 40 to 50% range,
Mm-hmm.
right? While you do this entire thing. So this is your biggest chance from an email standpoint to really engage with the customer. So you want to try and maximize the
Yeah.
levels of connection to that. The other thing that, as I was thinking about this when we were talking, was another opportunity is social proof. Like if you have really amazing customer reviews or
Mm-hmm.
press or some
Mm-hmm.
sort of celebrity endorsement or something like that, include that, like build that relationship. I mean, our customers say it best, or, the word on the street, those types of subject lines
Yep.
are sort of engaging and really
Yep.
cementing your brand in the mind of the potential customer.
Yeah, I love that. So that'll be our fifth one. Actually, we're adding to the list here as we go. I was going to say for number three, an explanation of your promise,
Mm-hmm.
your unique promise and your mission. And
Yep.
that could be in your backstory, but maybe not. Maybe you've got a unique brand position or an angle that you're using to really build your whole company around. Maybe it's a low cost provider. Maybe it's the most complete provider. Maybe it's the ultra
Mm-hmm.
premium position in the marketplace, or whatever it is. You want to make sure that you convey that clearly in your welcome series. And it could be in that first day's email, but it could also be in subsequent days' emails. So we've got bond through backstory, cross connect through alternate contact forms, include social proof,
Right.
um, and explain your unique promise and mission. And then I
Mm-hmm.
would say another one would be include a call to action, a
Yep.
powerful call to action. So, in that last, if you do 3, 4, 5 days of this, that last email would be like, hey, thank you so much for following along with our welcome series emails. And we want to reward you with a little goodie. Here's a coupon for 50% off,
Definitely.
blah, 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 something like that. Or maybe it's a unique product that you have it's a good product, but you want to give a coupon just for one product, not site wide, whatever you want to do. But I think that's an important thing to do. You want to have a call to action that gets them engaged with you. Anything else that's good for the welcome series that pops into your mind? This is a pretty good list, I think, huh?
I think if you execute on that, you're going to see results. Like,
Yeah.
bottom line, if you start to put, I mean, even if you just start it, like
Yep.
maybe your open rates aren't as high as you hope. You
Yep.
just start tweaking it, tweak your subject line, tweak your content, and then make sure you have a call to action. Make sure there's a link back to your site or maybe your best products, or, if they haven't bought from you before,
Yeah.
and just see how that goes.
Yeah. And if you want to see the exact templates that we have for our company, then we're happy to share those with you if you join our 9 Mountains of Traffic community. And so the 9 Mountains of Traffic is a framework we use with our coaching clients and a community that is passionate about traffic. And we have the framework that we teach you, a success path for implementing the 9 Mountains of Traffic. And then we also do deep dive trainings. And in the group, we'll have the welcome automation sequence examples from my company. And so you can see those, check them out, and then, of course, adapt them and tweak them. But it really will give you a head start on how to create a really powerful welcome series for your business so that you bond with people over time and really indoctrinate them into your point of view
Mm-hmm.
and offer them your long-term relationship and really add them to your tribe as a long-term customer. So if you want to check all that stuff out, there will be links underneath this video, and then you can also go to winningonshopify.com for links to the 9 Mountains community. That sound about right?
That is right on.
All right. Good times, good times. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you.